Probably, I want to believe that I'm just at a very middle age of myself. So I'm here to shed light on some things, how I became a teacher, okay? And you can look up to my profile has been sent by. Please, if you can hear me, Mr. Taiwo, I need to know if you are hearing me. Thank you so much.
Yes, very audibly, very audibly.
Very
Okay,
okay.
very audibly.
Thank you. Okay, so much. Thank you so much. So tonight, this is just a topic before us, and we're going to do justice to that. My journey from engineering to a Cambridge certified educator. Uh, yeah, you can see my profile. I'm a BTech, PGD, TRCN, and CT. I won't waste time because we have a lot to say. I know people may have questions. So the main focus tonight is on my story, how to become a Cambridge certified educator, and how to explore open doors to teach in international schools globally. And number 4 is we'll have time for question and answer from everybody who is online today. Like I said, I'm so pleased, I'm so happy we are all here. My deepest prayer is that everyone will be benefited from this short, time webinar. Okay, so let me start with my story, which I am going to, tell you verbally. I deliberately designed this so that I can explain some things verbally, so that people will not just be looking at the screen. So we'll follow the order of, the items. So when I want to talk about my story, my CV is what I probably follow. I graduated as an engineer. But before I graduated as an engineer, I actually attended the School of Science, Ogbomoso, okay? The School of Science, Ogbomoso, you know that somebody who attended that school doesn't want to become a teacher. Then when we were attending, it was a very, very competitive, school. Even till now, yes, I remember there were over 500 that sat for that examination, the entrance exam at XS1, and then we're going to be picked like 50 of us. That's all. It was a very competitive one. So when I finished from School of Science, I got an admission to study mechanical engineering in the university. So, when you go and study mechanical engineering, all your mind is to, become an engineer, which I really, really had an opportunity to do. Yes, through the help of my dad, who actually linked me up with his friend working in the Dangote cement industry of Bajanade. I got a very fantastic appointment, after my NYSC, even though I served in Sokoto State. Yeah. So after my NYSC, I got an appointment there. But before then, that was where I had my IT industrial training for 7 months, because there was a little industrial action strike. Lecturers went on strike, so it gave me the chance to spend like 7 months. So after I finished my university, I was given the offer to come, but I knew within myself that that was not my area, especially when I saw one of the accidents that happened then. Someone was actually carried out, and a ball of cement was removed from the person without swallowing the cement. I knew the environment posed some, even though there was money. As at then, they were starting with junior engineers with 160,000 naira. That was the pay then at Dangote cement industry. And as you graduate, the cement engineer were taking around 250,000 naira. Then, I had it, golden check to come. They were even asking me. And at the point in time, I needed to link someone up, a copper who finished from high school as well. And the copper was given the job. And he called me immediately, said, Mr. Shola, that's how it was. So what then happened after I rejected the offer? I came back home from service here, and the second day I actually got home from my service here, a senior colleague saw me and said, "Oh boy, you back from service?" I said, "Yes, I'm back from service." He said, "Okay, come down." So he put me at the back of his bike. his motorcycle and took me far away. Where are you taking me to, Mr. Benjamin? It got me to a particular point, the principal of the school. He said, this guy is very good. You can teach. But I said, what are you talking about? So the story started from there as a teacher. So I started teaching, but I never knew that there was something called international school. So I taught in that school for about 7 months. And my very first day in that school, I became the principal. Anyway, that is the story for another day. I became the principal of the school, and the owner wanted me to stay. I told him, I said, I cannot stay. So he begged me, and I replaced myself with a friend of mine who was undergoing his master degree in civil engineering then. So he was there as the principal of the school when I left because I secured another opportunity in another school. If people may know the school, we call the school Goma Baptist College in Bumasho. So I was there for almost 2 years because yes, I finished my service in 2013. I worked in that school for the end of 2013. So I joined Goma 2014-15. So in 2016, in September 1st, 2016, that was when I got an appointment in an international school through a friend of mine. Of the blessed memory. So I can't talk on this about this journey without mentioning his name. His name is Engineer Babalola Damilari. He used to be our head boy in my secondary school then. Very brilliant. We were close friends. And then he just called me, said, Shola, I know you wanted to do your master in engineering, but there wasn't money. So you were trying to get some jobs done. So can you go to this school? I said, who did you know? When I got to the school, we were like 20-something candidate that came for the job, 2-slot job. But the moment I entered that school, I said, oh God, I just want to be here. So the day of the interview, I was called. I kept asking myself, why are you here? Because I saw people who came with their cars, like they came with their cars. My blazer was the least expensive blazer that I was wearing that day. I was like, what am I doing here? Am I sure I'm going to be given the job? Because I can see people who are hefty, who are huge, who are like, I was the smallest. Then we had the interview. The long run, prayer, back it up, because I saw the environment. I felt like this is London. And then a few months later, I was called to get a job. And I told the proprietor of Goma Baptist College, who also encouraged me to go for the interview because I didn't want to go. I didn't know the school from Hedam. So when he heard the name of the school, he said, Olashole International School. He said, go to that school. He said, I cannot pay you guys. You should go to that school. I said, okay, I'll go. Then I was still having my engineering bachelor degree, BTech. Okay. But because they needed the teacher more urgently, and then they needed a teacher in the engineering field. So they were interviewing us for a subject called design and technology. That was the first time I was hearing that subject in my life. I've never heard it, just like many of us. I've never heard that subject before. I've done technical drawing in the university. I've done, mathematics and the rest. But when I was called, as I said, design and technology, I said, okay, let me give it a try. So when we finally came in, I showed the part of Goma my salary then, the offer letter. He told me frankly, he said, this letter, do not show it to any other person again. I said, why? He said, see this money in your letter. I was very small then. He said, this money in your letter, it is level 14 in the Federal University.
It's true. Help me close the thing. Help me close it.
Sorry for that, sir. Sorry, that's a network issue. Sorry. He'll be back very soon. Actually, you can still go on. Okay, I think we've lost him. He'll be back again.
I'm here. Actually here.
Okay.
Thank
Okay.
I'm trying to log in again. That was network issue. But I was still asking if. Thank
Yes,
you.
you are back, sir. Please go on, sir.
Yes, thank you. Sorry, my story is a little bit long, so I need to cut it short actually. So when I showed him my letter. He told me frankly that I should not show my letter to anyone again. I said, why? He said, this salary in your letter is for a level 14 officer at the federal level cadre. I said, what? He said, yes, don't show it to anybody again. So I kept my letter. But believe me, every day until 1st of September, when I finally resume to the work, I will go back and check the letter. Is this very sure? Because when they were paying me like more than times 10 of what I was collecting in Goma Baptist College. Okay. But finally, when I got the job there, I was mandated to go and do my PGD. Okay, I was mandated to go and do my PGD, but I was still thinking that will I do it? Will I not do it? Because I don't have the time. I didn't want to stay in academic. I don't stay in academic. Teaching at all. I was like, no, I don't want to stay here. I want to do my master. So I went to OHU, which is very, very close to us there, because the school is in Malaysia. So I went to OHU. They told me, you got to do your master, but you have to be a full-time. I said, how much is it? They said 200,000. I just smiled. I said, okay, that is okay. But later, not later than, that was in 2018, I got an opportunity to come for an interview. So I went to Lagos for an interview. And then when I got to Lagos, the same subject I was teaching. Then when I got to Lagos, a school in Lagos wanted to offer me times 2.5 of what I was taking. I had already passed the interview. I already passed the interview. But they just asked me, where's your certificate? I tendered my certificate. We were already talking about the money they are going to pay me, everything. They already told me that, oh, Mr. Shola, we are going to take you. And can you tell us why you want to come? I said, oh, my fiancé, is in Lagos, and blah, blah, blah. That'll be good. That means we all go to your wedding. To know that, to let you know that they already have in mind. But when they checked my certificate, they said, Mr. Shola, I said, yes. You didn't have PGD? I said, yes, I didn't have. Did you have KTS? I said, no. Did you have anything education? I said, no. I said, if you look at our website, we have standard. We cannot take anybody who doesn't have any background education, which means that I was so lucky to have secured the job in my first place. But that qualification does not give me the chance to move to another place. So immediately I came back from that interview. I went back and registered for my PGD immediately. And I told my senior master in my school, I said, I need to do my CIE certification, because those were the certificates requested from me for me to get a very huge amount of salary. I was like, so this is just the way I will miss it. Then I went back home. After getting back home, I registered my PGD. After my PGD, I registered for my TRCN, which I got the certification. Then they registered me in my school. My school registered me for Cambridge International Education Certificate. I got trained. They paid the money. They actually paid the money, actually, because that was the standard of the school. They have to pay the money. I don't know how much they paid them, but it was around maybe £100 or something that was paid on my behalf. So I had the training, and I became a certified IGCSE Cambridge educator, which gave me the opportunity to get many jobs even without applying. The job where I'm working now, I never applied. It was just by recommendation. Okay, so that was my story from there. Okay, how I became a teacher from an engineering background. I was lucky in my home case, but thereafter, Nigeria started saying everybody must do PGD, must do this, which has really been helpful. And then now, if somebody wants to come to international school, they will say, where's your PGD, where's your TRCM? Okay, so that's my story. That's my own story. I count myself very, very lucky, and I thank God for my friend then who actually helped me, okay, who connected me to the opportunity. All right, that's just my story. I won't want to waste time. Let's go to how to become a Cambridge certified educator, basically to practice in Nigeria as a subject specialist. So as a subject specialist in today's international school in Nigeria, because we have a lot of international school in Nigeria, which many people did not know about. honestly. And the requirement is nothing very, very hidden. It's not hidden. So basically, to practice in Nigeria as a subject specialist, that means as a subject specialist, you must know a particular subject you want to teach, or preferably you have a degree in that subject. Any subject being taught in normal public secondary school is also taught in an international school. You will be seeing a lot of international school around you. They will say, those ones are not international school. I mean international school that runs Cambridge curriculum. Those are the schools that we regard as international school. Now, basically, you are coming to this subject, you are not going to be teaching two subjects to these schools. You are not going to be teaching two subjects. They won't allow you to teach two subjects. They won't allow you to teach three subjects. You are just coming to teach only one subject. You're just coming to teach only one subject. And that subject, you are a subject specialist in that subject. And basically, to practice in Nigeria, what did you need? What did you need? You need your first degree. Your first degree must be related to the subject you want to teach. I want to say it's only in my subject, design and technology, in which the scheme of work and the syllabus is quite different from what everybody knows. I can't begin to explain that one now, but it is engineering inclined subjects. Okay. Now, your first degree must be in line with any subject you want to teach in international school. Either mathematics, you study mathematics in school, English in school, you study history in school, you can teach subject like global perspective. There is a subject called global perspective. Global perspective is related to civic and social study. That's something around global perspective. So if you study course like history, literature, something like that, you can be able to study those ones. So apart from that, you have some degrees in maybe biology, chemistry, physics. Yes, you can. But apart from that, if your subject is related and you have your PGD, okay, which is Nigerian something, in UK they call it PGCE. Exactly now, it's PGCE. So, but it's kind of equivalent, apart from the fact that PGCE is just widely accepted. But in Nigeria, for you to practice in Nigeria, basically you need your first degree, your PGDE, and then your TRCM. But I told you in my home case, I never had PGDE when I got into that school. But today, with the experience I've had, when people are coming, I've done interview. The last month I did interview for people again. It writes in my news. When people are coming out, you must have your PGDE because of the competition. You must have your PGDE. So if you are still serving now, I will employ you that go and do your PGDE if you have the mind to teach. Of course, we're going to talk about either you have the mind to teach or not, because I know that majority of people don't want to teach because of the money aspect of the issue. So when you have your first degree, you're going to look at the subject you study in school and related courses, or preferably exactly the course that you want to teach. Then thereafter, you can apply for your TRCM, which is not actually expensive. It's not expensive. You get it. Before you finish your service year, you can actually get your PGD and your TRCM certificate, which is fantastic. With that, now, for you to now teach international school, you need, and you may not, quote and unquote, please, your CIE. What is CIE? CIE is Cambridge International Examination, okay? CIE certificate, which means CIE, Cambridge International Examination, will train you specially on the curriculum of the subject you want to specialize on, okay? They will train you, but it is a paid training. If you have not started teaching in an international school, for my own case, I got it free because I had already started teaching international school and my school was willing to pay for that course for the benefit of the school. Sometimes some schools will say you should pay so that that they will pay, but they will sign an agreement with you that after the certification, you must work with them for 2 years. Some will say 1 year, okay? Some will say 1 year. So when you get this CIE certificate in Nigeria, it's like a passport that will open the door for you to work in any Nigeria international school. any school at all. The first thing we look at is, are you CIE certified? If you tell me you are CIE certified in that subject, no problem. Your interview is short. Just shortlist you immediately. We just shortlist you immediately. So if you have 50 candidates who are having CIE certificate, they will be shortlisted, because we know that CIE simply means they are specialists in that subject. You as a specialist in that subject has been trained. You have received your certificate, okay? And it's very easy to do. So your school can pay for it, but if you have not actually get any employment in an international school, you can do it for yourself. I'm very sure Mr. Taiwo will guide you through how to do that. He has the link. He can teach you. He can guide you through how to register to become a CIE certified subject specialist. That means by saying you are a biology teacher, you are a design and technology teacher, you are a physics teacher, you are what about math teacher, okay? Then you are able, as a specialist, you are able to compete with anybody in the national school, okay? And then for you to practice in Nigeria, you need teaching experience. So don't say, oh, I'm so happy, or I'm at the same time, quote and unquote, that many purposes are posted to schools, but well, I'm not happy about it, because someone like me, I served in a school. I was not happy about it, because that doesn't give me the chance to have a hand-on experience with my exact field. But in the context of what we are discussing tonight, if you had 1 year teaching experience as a corper, you can use that one as your experience, okay? After you've gotten your PGD, your TRCN, okay? And then I said you can actually do your CIE by yourself, which I said Mr. Taiwo can actually lead you through that steps. It's very, very easy, and you're going to pay. For now, the last time I checked, it depends. The last time I checked, the payment for it was £160 on their website. Was £160 on their website. You can see that should be around 300,000 naira plus in Nigeria currency. Okay, but I tells you, if you have that certificate, you can teach in Nigerian school. All right, that is basically to practice in Nigeria as a subject specialist. You need your first degree, your PGD, TRCN, and CIE certification and teaching experience. However, you may be lucky like me that some schools may take you if you are very, very good. Because we talk about specialists now. If you are very, very good on the matter of the subject, okay, if you are very, very good, you can be taken without CIE, and the school will actually train you to get your CIE, okay? But most schools in Nigeria that are international schools, they will want somebody who is already CIE certified by themselves because of the competition. So let me stop on this one, and let me go to the next page so that we can have enough questions. Become a Cambridge certified educator. All right. So after you've gotten your certification, get your good CVs. Okay. Get your CVs. Mr. Taiwo can help you on CV, how to arrange your CVs. Okay. Because sometimes when we see people are like, what is this? Why are you arranging a CV like this? We just trash it. It's very easy. Your CV must be easy to glance through and you know what you're all about. Okay. So get your good CVs, create an account, a LinkedIn account or a Facebook account. I have reason for saying this one. Then start applying. When you apply, you can apply on-site and online for online and on-site job. How do I mean? Okay. When you apply for job, on-site and online job, if you want to go for on-site job, that is, you want to apply for schools, for schools in Nigeria, just search for international school in Nigeria. If you search for international school in Nigeria, I want to tell you the result you will get on Google is different from all the international schools you are seeing all around you. It will give you the exact list of international schools in Nigeria. So you can just bust into their website and check if they have vacancies in your subject areas, and then you can apply so that you can go to that school and work, isn't it now? Or you can apply online. Then you secure an interview, get your interview done. I can prepare you on interview. Instead, I can prepare you on interview as well. When I'm going for interview, because no matter how good you are, even with my own CV, I still go for interview. I may not apply for a job. Get it now with my level of experience. I may not apply for a job. In fact, I don't apply for jobs. It's just based on recommendation, and I get jobs. I'm here. I got to this place like barely less than 2 years ago. This is my new job, barely 2 years ago, and I've got another 2 appointments which I have rejected, and I never applied for them. Okay, I never applied for them. Get your interview. When you are going for interview, make sure you are well prepared. Okay, because they want to test if you are a specialist or you are not a specialist at all. then get hired. When you get hired, that's where the money comes. Okay. Now, let me go back to stage 1 and 2. I put there LinkedIn account or Facebook account. Why did I say you should get this one? I want you to get this one because on your LinkedIn account, if you actually optimize your LinkedIn account, it can get you a lot of jobs, okay, both online and offline, okay, or your Facebook account. And I'm going to use my own as an example. When I say apply for jobs on site, that is, you want to apply and go and work in that school physically. But there are some jobs you need to apply to online that it will be inside your room. You are doing that job. I want to shock some people here. I spent 7 years in my previous job when I got to traditional school. I spent 7 years in that school. When I spent 7 years in that school, I felt within myself that the salary they were paying me wasn't enough again. Not that the salary wasn't good, but I felt like I was already making the salary by myself due to the job I was doing online. And they were taking my time. So I felt within myself that instead of me staying here and getting this money, which I'm already making by myself, even more than that by myself, why will I say that? I resigned. So I resigned in May. And they pay me my salary till end of August, because that is the deal. You have to decide earlier so that you give them the chance, to look for another teacher, okay? And then you keep, and then it's a whole year session. So when you vacate in July, they still have to pay you to August. So I collect my whole salary, I collect my leave allowance, I collect my pension, they give you pension. Then I went back home in July, I started my online teaching. I was teaching online. When another friend called me, he said, Shola, I said, yes, sir. He was a senior colleague of mine. He said, do you want to work in my school? I said, sir, I don't want to work again. He said, oh boy, are you fine? I said, yes. He said, I don't want to work again. He said, think twice. Then something told me, maybe the Spirit of God, that think twice now. Ask them what they want to pay. I said, can you pay? He said, okay, let me send you the principal's number. And most principals in international school, they are white. They are Uyghurs, okay? So he sent me, okay? I filled my CV immediately. He asked me to come the following morning. I said, I can't come the following morning. Give me time. So when I later went for the interview, I was there. I said I didn't want to go I don't want to go for the interview. So it was second day. I entered the interview. After the interview, we talked. Then they asked me to start almost the same. It was like they said I should come back second day to come and say I can't come and start second day. I'm in learning now. I want me to come and start. They said, okay, when are you coming? They kept, they will keep petting you, like because they know you are good, because you are a specialist in your subject. Okay. Now that is that about on-site, but about online. Why did I resign? I resigned I resigned from the job. And my wife was like, Shola, you are there? I said, yes, I want to resign. I said, that money is too small for me. I want to focus on myself now. So when did that job came? But online, there are a lot of online sites you can actually get your job from. Even if you have not gotten a kind of job physically in an international school, because you are certified, you can do some work online. That is why I said, do your LinkedIn. Advertise your subject that you are doing this subject. People will contact you. I mean, like international people will contact you. Facebook. In 2000, I started my Facebook adverts on that was in 2021. That was when I started advertising that I'm teaching. I want to teach on the website. Online. That was during COVID and after COVID kind of. And it got to a time I stopped advertising on Facebook because I already got more than enough clients all the way from abroad. They are not from Nigeria. That was why I needed to resign, because when I looked at my payroll, I may have like 3 clients, and each client is paying me like 150, 200, 150, 200, 180. Do you think I will? I don't want to. I was like, okay. Then apart from that, I'm going to show you a site, online teaching. I have another online website. This apart from Facebook and the one we communicate on what some people just recommend you and say, okay, this guy can teach, give you online job that is not recorded. That is like they are sending the money straight forward to you. But when I say there are also other websites that can actually pay you. For example, I'm going to show you my website, my online teaching on Fiverr. If you have heard the word Fiverr before, you can see on Fiverr, you can see my picture there. I teach mathematics on this site. There's a lot of sites. I teach mathematics, I teach design and technology because I'm an engineering student. I can choose to teach any subject. You can choose to teach any subject as well. Okay. So this is my picture, as you can see there. This is my dashboard. I can see as of today, any date, I have earned $2,000. This is just a small money, right? That's fantastic. Uh, this is, I have a $40 I've not actually withdrawn from this account now. But withdrawn up to date, I've withdrawn $1,972 from here, okay? Because I just registered on Fiverr, I advertise my job. There are lots of other websites that you can do your online teaching. For example, you have Preply. Preply is there, okay? YOP is there. They'll just give you some tests to do to confirm if you're actually a good teacher. They will test you, and once you pass their test, you will choose your paying rate, and then you start getting your money. Okay, but I know there's a limit to one can go because as a human being, you can't take more than maybe maybe 6 hours, 8 hours lesson per day. So when you pass that their test on the website, they'll give you the offer. But this Fiverr one that I'm learning here is a website generally for everybody. Okay, like let me go a little bit back. Yeah, this is my own dashboard here. I tag my name Simplest Solution. You can see me Simplest Solution, and let me go back. We have a lot of people on the site. Okay, manage order. These are my orders. Okay, let me quickly go through the orders. Okay, you can see my orders. The way I work, right? I've so far had completed 46 orders. Okay, this is a green button. 46 orders on this site alone. And you can see the rate I charge. This is per hour, or if the subject is coming as a project. I've gotten, the last one was $50, $300, $20, $20, $50, $20. If you see $20 or $40, that is per hour. I charge them per hour. Okay. $20, $20, $160, 10, 160, 184. It goes on and on and on and like that. So we can keep going and getting and seeing my order $100, 1276. It depends, $200. You see, that is it. This is not. I'm not like this is an online teaching, right? This is purely online teaching. So if you become a certified teacher, you can teach both online and offline. You can choose to work in a school and you can choose not to work in a school. But it is good when you're also working in a school because as a young man, we shouldn't be idle. We should not be idle. We should actually try and establish our tentacle, okay? So that when you teach, you can teach both online. And then in the evening, you teach online. You teach on the site, you work with a school, and then in the evening, you schedule your lessons, okay, your online tutoring to be in the evening, exactly now. And then in the morning, the more reason why we have to get a school to work with is that, sometimes it's not every time you get a work from online. But I can tell you, if you do what you need to do, you always get a work to do on online. Okay, the only time I don't get a work to do on online is during the holiday. And I like it so much because I want to rest as well. Right now, I already have 2 students on me, okay, okay, that one is not even on the site now. It's not on the site. They contacted me directly. Okay, so getting your good CV ready, creating your good LinkedIn account, apply online and on site. Just poach through a lot of sites that you can do your online teaching. Fiverr is one of them. Preply is one of them. The Fiverr is the one I showed you now. Preply is one of them. Upwork is one of them. I know that many people don't get used to this, but many people also know all of this site, but they may not know that a lot of things you can do here. Get your work done, then secure an interview and get yourself hired. So basically, we've talked about how to become an international school teacher in Nigeria, both online and offline. Both online and offline. Okay, so I just need to quickly recap that my story. Then we go to becoming international school teacher, a subject specialist, PGD, TRCS, CIE, and then you can work both online and offline. Well, I told you that always try to get a work with a school, so that will also help you because when you get a work with a school, you have a certain amount of money coming to your account every day, and then you are also building your career because sometimes online teaching cannot help you to build your career so that you can use it to prove as a what teaching experience if you are going outside the country. Okay, you are going outside the country. And then many of these international school is like my school now. Most of us are residented. Okay, it's like let's say resident doctor. Okay, we're given apartments. I've told my people, I say I cannot work in a school that don't give me an apartment. My former school I was given 3-bedroom apartment. Yeah, I have a 2-bedroom apartment, well furnished, AC, everything is inside. Well furnished kitchen, everything completely furnished in that place. And for the staff that are not even staying on site, that they were given money, okay, they were given money. That is, if you are very, very good, you secure job in this kind of school. There are some international school too that doesn't give you money for all these things, and they just pay you your salary. But there are a lot of international school that actually they will give you your, depending on your experience and how specialist you are, they will give you money for your housing allowance, they will give you money, your leave allowance, they will give you 13 months salary. You still have a lot of gifts, okay? And then your experience is also counting, which is a very good thing. In those days, they will say teachers doesn't earn like doctor. I earn more than a doctor every day. I used to say it. The money I earn online alone, I asked my wife, thank God, man, Mr. Taiwo told you about my wife is a nurse. I kept asking my wife, how much does a doctor earn? He said, a newly employed doctor will collect 350,000. And I said, I earn 350,000 online every blessed month. That is the truth. More than that, I will earn it. Is that with my own online lesson? Let's talk about. So how will the doctor be telling me that? So teaching has gone beyond what it used to be. It is only people that are still in the public sector that are collecting peanuts. But if you really want to launch yourself out and you are ready to do the work, I tell you, you may make a lot of money. Okay, that's just another thing. Apart from that, I bought my car. When I bought my car, that was then 4 years ago. I never used my salary to pay for my car. Yeah, what I did was I took a loan from cooperative because my school runs a cooperative, right? I took a loan, but I never for once used my salary to pay that loan because I already have money coming in. It's good when stream of money are coming. One money will come to you maybe in the middle of the month, ending of the month, beginning of the month, depending on when you start an online lesson with someone or when your money matures online. Like on my Fiverr account now, my money can mature anytime. I'll just withdraw it to my Nigeria account and then I get my money. So I never paid my car loan with my salary. Okay, so let's go on that one. This is for Nigeria, things. If you still want, so Nigeria is still very good, But let's explore. Okay, before I go, there is always something you can teach others. Please, some may say, Mr. Shola, but I'm not a specialist. I don't know this subject. Honestly, I want to tell you, there is something you can teach people online. Okay, there is something you can teach people. Okay, and for most of engineering students, engineering students can teach various subjects. You can teach chemistry, physics, mathematics. Okay, you are allowed with your PGD. You are allowed. You can teach chemistry. You can teach chemistry, physics, mathematics. You can teach it, and you can teach my subjects too, design and technology. You can teach my subject. Okay. So don't say there's something to teach, and then if you think you don't have any subject to teach at all, just go online, and you see people teaching people something, and they are making money. Okay, I want to expatiate on maybe some other day we'll talk about those other avenues, things you can also teach apart from subjects, because I've seen it. I've seen people teaching some other things and they're earning money. All right, so let me just stop on that, but I'm glad I want to tell you so that when I'm talking about earning a good amount of salary in Nigeria as a teacher, it has gone beyond public. My boss, when I came here, because I told you I got a job, I came back here, right? So he was going to another school because that school wanted to offer him a take-home salary. His take-home that they were offering him then was 600,000 naira. Imagine in Nigeria. And people will say, teacher. Because here, they didn't pay up to that. But there, they will give him everything he needs, and they are still giving him 600,000 naira as a take-home. In a month, take home in a month. They have paid his pension. Okay, they have paid his pension, they have paid his tax. The one they are giving to him is 600,000 naira. I have some IT guys, my friends who are IT guys, they earn as much as maybe 600, 500, 400, 800. But if you compare it to teaching job, it's not bad. It's not bad. If you want to do a big boy or big guy, it's not bad. But I'll just employ that. You get such money, just try to, cut your coat according to your nose, and then plan yourself out. Okay. So let's go again to another one now. So that is that about Nigeria. Let's talk about how to explore open doors to teach in an international school globally now. Now I mean globally. So I'm going to put this one on slideshow. I want to believe everybody is hearing me. Mr. Taiwo, am I covered? Is everybody hearing me?
Sir, fully,
Okay.
sir. Hey,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
This is fire, sir. Hey.
Let's go about explore open doors to teach in international schools globally. I want to say probably I'm a victim, but at the same time, I'm not a victim. The reason why I said is this, that I never knew. If I had known or knew that even teaching international school, I can go to international schools, like I will have japa, like seriously, like seriously, I will have japa. I will have japa, because the truth of the matter is that I had the money to sponsor myself to get my QTS. That's the truth. I had the money, but well, okay, as time goes by, there was a reason why I cannot do that, blah blah blah. Okay, but as a young man, before getting married and all of those things, I can't explain that one in details. I might know part of the reasons. So I now initially later decided that okay, maybe this pathway better than this pathway. Okay, now let's talk about exploring how to explore open doors to teach in international schools globally, anywhere in the world. If you are a qualified teacher in Nigeria, that's what some people doesn't know. If you are a qualified teacher in Nigeria, you have your first degree, you have your PGDE, you have your TRCN. Okay, let me stop like that. I said CIE, right? CIE, that's fantastic. CIE. But with those three things, you can, with experience, you can teach globally. But however, there is this qualification that is very, 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 very mostly recommended throughout the whole world. We call it QTS. QTS is qualified teacher status. It's a legal requirement to teach in English schools. It is considered desirable for teachers in most schools in England, Europe, Australia, and Asia. However, America and Canada have equivalent teaching licenses. It's like a teaching license, okay? You'll be trained. And this is how it runs. This is how it runs. You have different pathways to get there with your QTS. So I'm going to look at different pathways. That's why I put those some things in red color, which I will explain gradually. So I really want people to judge rather than looking at the screen. When people judge, they can really, pick points from what they've heard. Now, you want to get your QTS. What did you need? What did you need? If you have QTS today, I want to tell you, my brothers, if you have your QTS today in Nigeria, okay, if you have your QTS today, you can jump out to any country tomorrow. In less than a month, you will leave this country. In less than a month, you are going to leave this country. It's what tested and trusted. For example, I'll mention names. I kept mentioning names. Yeah. A friend of mine, last month, just before we resumed, this is September, school has been on vacation, summer. It was he got his QTS it was Nigeria when he got his QTS. He got his QTS in July. I told you, in August, he was already in Kigali, Rwanda. He was in Kigali by August. Then when he got to Kigali, he asked me to come around too. But due to one or two reasons, I said, no, I can't come to Kigali now. If I come to Kigali now, it will stop some of my home plan as well. So let me just wait. Because if I'm coming to Kigali, I will have signed a contract of, let's say, 2 or 3 years. Does that mean I want to stay in Kigali for the next 2 or 3 years? That may not be feasible for me. Okay. Now, QTS is a passport, just like other professions like nursing, doctors, who when they have their license too, they can practice anywhere in the world. They can practice. Okay. QTS for teachers is a license that is globally acceptable. It is not really acceptable in America and Canada because these two countries, they have their own standard as well. But you can actually convert it, or rather, you can actually do American teaching license or Canada teaching license. A Canada teaching license, I have a kind of link to that, which is I consider it to be very, very easier than America. Just that you have to prove yourself. When I say prove yourself, remember where we started from. I said you call yourself a subject specialist. It means only mean bad answer. Excuse me. I know the subject front and back. Okay, they want to test you if you're actually a subject specialist. If it is confirmed, you can get your license in America or in Canada. There is a website for it. I've tried it before for a number of reasons. Okay, but with your QTS, you can work in England, UK. You can work in any European country. We have a lot of European countries. Okay, you can work in Australia. As a matter of fact, my principal in my first school was an Australian, and I've got many recommendations from white people, and that is what is really helping me as an experienced teacher. If I work with you as a principal, before you go, I will ask you to write me a recommendation. And if I am applying to any job, when they see that, they will say like, this guy, you don't need to interview him now. If a white person can recommend you, just come, let's just have a chat. Till yesterday, I still had a chat on my LinkedIn. I say, can we have a 30 minutes chat? Okay. Now you can work in Australia, in Asia. When I talk about Asia, let me give you something that will blow your mind. Asia presently now is looking for teacher, even because Europe and England, okay, they are kind of two specialists. They may be saying we don't have a QTS, but in Asia, places like Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Kuwait, they can take you if you have, PGD, your first degree, you have a TRCN, and then you have a CIE certification with huge teaching experience. Okay, they don't mind that you don't have QTS in Asia, and they pay you very well. Their payments most of the time are tax-free payments. I have colleagues. The point I want to tell you is that in my school where I work now, most of my colleagues, when they are leaving the school, when they are leaving this place, they are going outside the country. That's the truth. Because it's that they are going to maybe a better school in Nigeria that pays better. Because there are some few schools that still pay better than where I am. It's either they go to that place or they go outside the country. That's all. They cannot that's just the truth. That's it. Okay. And last time alone, we got like 5 people who traveled out of the country. They just traveled out of the country. I don't want to teach in Nigeria again. Just go. It's either they got their QTS. It's either they got an offer that doesn't require QTS. Okay. But I tell you, the benefit of QTS is that you are going to get hired like Snap, like Snap. And what did you need? You need your IELTS. You need the IELTS of about band 5.5. That's what they need. Very cheap. Even a secondary school holder will be able to get 5.5 in ITS. Mr. Taiwo is a specialist on that. We will explain that. I can guide you how to get that one. Just do it. You got to get that one. You get that. Then you need your O levels. Your whole level must be C, at least C in your English and math and other 3 subjects, especially including the subject you want to teach. But most especially for people who teach STEM subjects, that is science subjects. And there are also other countries that does not UK basically based on STEM subjects, but every other country like European country, Australia, and even Scotland in England, Asian country, they don't say STEM subject alone. When I say STEM subject, that is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics subjects. Subject that related to that, like my subject is STEM. Okay, technology, design and technology. You can see it's a technology subject, engineering subject, mathematics or science subjects. They don't take English for now because they are English-speaking country. It's only Asian people that is taking English, teacher from other country, and sometimes they also prefer native English speakers from UK or Australia. They know that they do understand English very well. But with your QTS, okay, you can get something. So what you need is just your IELTS, O levels, your first degree. Okay, now first degree that is done. Now for you to go and do your QTS, you need your fund or your experience. How do I mean? I slash it into 2, right? Good. When I was talking about that, I said I had once had the money to finance myself for QTS, but I did not know, just like so many people too. Then to sponsor myself from Nigeria to UK then was around 6 million naira, which I actually had the money to sponsor myself for my QTS then. But now because of inflation, things are getting expensive. So you have to consider some other things. So if you have your fund, okay, I will give you I will show you some websites also that you need to go through to get more information about how to get your QTS done. Because I told you, if you get your QTS within a month, you can leave Nigeria. Honestly, if you have your fund, which is money, okay, you pay your school fees and then you go outside the Nigeria. It's a 1 year course, and after that 1 year course, I tell you, my brothers, you won't come back. They will just give you the work, because before you finish, you can even pick a course that will make you to work, and they will make you to work and be working and be paying you or something. Okay, I will show you the sites when we get there. Or experience. Experience in this case means, for the STEM teachers, if you have a wealth of experience, I have a 11 years teaching experience, or I have 8 years plus, going to 9 years of international school teaching experience. With my experience, I can still apply with my qualifications, and I will still be given the job. But when I get there, they will mandate me to get my QTS between 2 years. Or if you find your way to be in UK with your Nigerian curriculum, maybe you have a sister, or you have your wife is there, or your husband is there, and you get to UK today with your Nigeria CI certification, degree, PGD, TRCN, you will get a good teaching job. Then they will give you like 2 years, so that after 2 years, you must be able to prove that, is it 2 years or 3 years? Okay, to prove that you have your QTS, and then you are free. Okay, that's fantastic. But if you don't have that kind of experience or subject that they required, you may have to fund your QTS by yourself. That is traveling from Nigeria to that place. That is part one. So I say that is part one. The second part that you can fund yourself is that there are some specialist subjects that are highly required that you can get your QTS from Nigeria. I told you that some of my mates, some of my colleagues got their QTS in Nigeria and they travel out. Yes, that's correct. There are some subjects that if you actually study it and you have a proof, mathematics, if mathematics appeared on your certificate, your first degree certificate, and you have your TRCN, you have your PGDE, you have your, yes, TRCN, PGDE, and you have your teaching experience. If mathematics appears on your certificate, okay, either as a P.Edu mathematics or mathematics, P and applied mathematics from the university, and you have your PGD to back it up, and then you have a teaching experience, you have your teaching license, and then for mathematics, physics, chemistry, STEM subjects, okay, I say STEM subject, physics, chemistry, biology, okay, mathematics, this subject, and science, if this subject appears on your certificate, my dear brother, you are a good do, because you won't pay a dime. All you need to do is to log into QTS website, arrange your document that you have this one, and your document will be reviewed. It will be reviewed. When it is reviewed, they will assess your documents, and they will determine either you are able to get it or not. But meanwhile, they will give you a lot of guidelines so that you won't fail it. Okay, by the time you do that, it takes a year. So after a year, with your experience, after a year, they will give you your QTS. That to say that they have compared your teaching experience, your professionalism with the QTS standard in UK, and they said you are able to get that. They will give you the QTS certificate. And with that QTS certificate, that is what many people are doing in international school today. That is the part, because many people does not have money to go to UK to fund themselves. But if you are lucky, you are coming from rich family, or you have somebody that can sponsor you, you can go and do it yourself. It's 1 year, you finish it. But if you don't have that one, if you have had good experience in international school in Nigeria, that is the second part I'm talking about now. If you had enough experience in Nigeria, okay, and those subjects that I've mentioned actually appeared on your certificate, my dear brothers, you are a good. I can send the link to Mr. Taiwo, you will forward it to everybody. They will assess you and they will give you your QTS. With your QTS, that is what my friend did. The one I said is legally. Many people here too. Many people here. So you can apply to anywhere globally in Nigeria. Globally from Nigeria. You can work in fact, they won't even question you a lot. It's not about, they will ask you to chat with them. That's all. You will chat, because the QTS you are holding is a good. Okay. And then you get, I'm talking about salary now. Like your salary will start around from minimum of £30,000 per annum. £30,000 per annum. I know what it means. It's big money. Okay, don't let us talk about that one. Let's just leave it. So that is the part. If you have your QTS, QTS can open your way to what? To international teaching. And this is what you need. Now, let's go to the next thing that can take you out of the country, even without QTS. That one is this CIE, the Cambridge National Education CIE. This is what I got. And this is why sometimes I say, okay, don't let me do QTS because I know with my experience now, I can apply. I'm already applying. That's the truth. There's nothing I can hide. Okay. I'm already applying and I have many other pathways. But I forfeiting because I didn't know early. If I had known early, I would have breathed myself and get out. Okay. So, but with your CIE that you did, okay, which was the one you did with we talk about it, that the one you are using in Nigeria to teach international school, your CIE certification, which is around 160 pounds now, pounds. If you choose something like early bird registration, it may be around 128 pounds or thereabout. But by and large, you still have to pay a lot of things like registration fee, but it's basically
Yes, I guess he's having network issue. Let's just wait for him. Our facilitator will be back very soon. He's probably having network challenge. Just let's hang in for him. And I want to believe we are getting value. Teaching has really evolved, though. It has evolved. Oh my. Wow, it has evolved.
I think I've explained this one enough, right? Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm so sorry, please. I'm so sorry. Apology once again. I pray it doesn't mess up again. Let me put this one up and I will be seeing what is happening here. So, okay, like now, what am I saying here? I was moving to this one. I've explained this one, the QTS, that it's a gold. That's what you need. But I explained different pathway to it. If you have your money, you can go and do it. If you don't have your money, you've got to wait and use this part. This part, you have been working, it's a 5-week thing. In 5 weeks, you will get your CIE like a subject specialist, and then you'll be trained in that subject. Then you get your PGD, get your TRCN, your first degree, and then you have good and excellent work experience as a teacher in Nigeria. Then you can start applying to some jobs overseas, and then you can get hired. And especially, and I said especially for countries that are not actually UK and Europe, countries like African countries, and Gulf nations. Gulf nations means Asian countries. I made mention of them like Dubai, Saudi Arabia, Morocco, African countries like all African countries around us. They actually pay better. Even Ghana there started paying better than us because their currency is better. If you convert what an African in Ghana will earn, South Africa, I have 2 of my ogas who moved from my former school this session that we just mentioned, just resumed. These are first ones in South Africa. 2 of them, the same school at the same time, employed them from Nigeria, and this school doesn't have QTS. Okay, they don't have QTS. So if you have been teaching in Nigeria with all this your certification and you have good experience, you can also get jobs that will take you out of the country and teach in African countries and Arab nations. And Arab nations don't have problem. Kuwait, Qatar, they pay better. Even they pay better. They pay better than UK. They pay better. Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Kuwait, and Dubai, they pay better than UK themselves. But who just want to go to UK? No, it's not about that. These countries pay better in teaching. If you have good experience and they need you, they will take you. Okay, I'm going to share some sites that you can use to visit them as well. So you see this job, they are there, they are always there. They are always there. Once you get you just need to sort out things. But if you don't have information, it's a serious something. Okay, I hope I'm still online. And hello, I hope I'm still online. Jesus.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you so much. All right. So if you have your CIE, I've explained how to get your CIE in Nigeria. Okay, I've explained that one. So I can get you through it. You have some link to that. Also, another one is IB. We call it International Baccalaureate Educator Certificate. This is another golden certificate. But the truth of the matter is that for you to have an IB, you must be working in an IB school. IB does not give a certificate to anybody, just unlike CIE, that you can do it even if you are not working in that in a Cambridge school. If you're working in a Cambridge school, you can get the certificate, the school can do it for you, or you do it by yourself. Or if you're not even working in Cambridge school, you can do your CIE certification, isn't it? That's fantastic. But IB school does not allow anybody to do their IB certification except you are already working in IB school. So you've got to get IB schools in Nigeria, and you've got to start working in IB school before you can get certified, because IB school pay very well. And if you have IB certification, you can as well go out of the country with in a very limited time, quickly. Okay, if you have your IB certification, you have been teaching in IB schools, and then it's like Cambridge school too. IB, International Baccalaureate Board School, that is IBS, IBWS, sorry. So their certification is IBES, International Baccalaureate Educator Certificate. So if you get this certificate as well, you can actually move out of Nigeria as well. Even you can go to UK, you can go to anywhere. With CI, you can go to UK too, you can go to anywhere. But they will need you to have experience. But with QTS, you don't need more experience. You don't need much experience. Just 2 years experience, you can go out of, because you have that application. But with all this CIE, IBEC, you need experience. You definitely need experience before you get your QTS. So whenever you go to, either you go to any capital country, the aim is to work there, get money to do your QTS, and then you can go to any other places. For example, China and Australia, and America, they are paying like anything. If you're a teacher in China, you can be using Bugatti. Like seriously. I have a friend in China now, Demola. Okay. You can be Bugatti. Everybody want teaching is actually very good now. It's not like it's only Nigeria that they are not treating teachers very well. Every other country, they are treating their teachers very, very well. Even though it comes with their own challenges, because the kind of students we are teaching, even international school in Nigeria, they are kind of spoiled brats. You can't beat them. Yes, of course, we can't beat students here, but we have measuring points that we use, okay, to checkmate them. And if you are a professional, you know how to use these tools. It's very easy. You become their friends. You just you don't need to shout, don't need to do anything. Just do your work easily. Okay, everything is easy. And then we have another part is ESL. ESL, you can do your ESL on Cambridge as well. Cambridge ESL is a English as a second language. Is a certificate that is really, really selling. Is acceptable by mostly Arab and non-English speaking countries. And also, if you have it in Nigeria too, you can use it as well. Some people are teaching Yoruba. Okay, we have Yoruba teachers in the national school here. They are collecting the same amount of salary that every teacher is collecting, irrespective. Yoruba, yes, they teach Yoruba here. Igbo, they teach French, and so on. For English, it's ESL. If you have ESL certification, okay, you can do it also on Cambridge site. That site that you can ask Mr. Taiwo for. You can also do your ESL on Cambridge site. If you get it, you can use it to work anywhere. In fact, they are mostly needed, especially women, okay, and early teachers too. You can do it. It's very, very clear. So these are other pathways you can use to actually navigate your way out the country. Okay, if you have this one, ESL certificate, IBEC certificate, CIE certificate, but with your normal qualification, PGD, TRCN, CIE, okay, combine them together with your experience now, okay, with your experience, you can navigate out of this country, okay, with your experience. But if you don't want to wait for a long time, okay, you have to get your QTS, you get money to do that. And I've also said for some people, their QTS might be very, very fast if they are in the line of study that are mostly demanded. These subjects are English, mathematics, physics, chemistry, yes, design and technology, and some other subjects. Yes, I know the biology is there too. But you will see the subjects. I can show you. You see them on the site I will share. You go through those sites. Okay. So this is the way to navigate. So 3 things that has been covered now. Let's go from the beginning. I've told you my story. I've told you how you can become a Cambridge certified tutor in Nigeria, and I've also explained how you can explore international, opportunity, teaching opportunities with your QTS or without your QTS, but with your CIE, IBC, and ESL. Okay. Now, thank you. We'll go to question and answer now. Question and answer before this site. We have these sites. They are very fantastic. The first site is where Mr. Tai will need to guide you on this to the first site. The second site is TES.com. Okay, then the third one is getintoteachingeducation.com. The fourth one is govtalent.com. GovTalent. The another one I didn't add to it is indeed.com. Yes, there are a lot of teaching opportunities on indeed.com. All right, but let's have questions and answer now. Thank you, everybody. So let's question come in if we have questions and we can try and clarify them. Those ones I can't clarify, we can go online and search them. Even
amazing. Thank you so much, sir. Wow.
Yes, sir.
This is what we have been waiting for. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for giving it all out. We are really so much grateful. So I know people have questions they want to ask over here. So please, if you have questions, you can just probably unmute and probably pick it one after the other. Let me use some people I have looked before so that they can. So if you want to ask questions, you can raise up your hand so you can unmute you. There's a place you can lift up your hand and so that we can just unmute you or probably unmute yourself and ask your questions.
This thing is not friendly with me.
So, any question? Anybody with questions can. Anybody with questions?
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Okay. I want to thank our facilitator this evening. You really shared valuable stuff, and it's like I have not been in this country for a long while because all of these things are new. I've heard about international schools and teachers going there, but only thing I've heard about is IGCSE, and that qualification costs money. So I didn't really into that. But today, I think my eyes, the scales are falling, and I'm seeing that there are endless opportunities. So my question is, I studied, I have a HND, okay, I studied business administration. I've been teaching commerce, I've been teaching business studies, I've been teaching marketing in public schools. What are my prospects with all that you have shared? Because all the while you've been mentioning BSc, those with university degrees. Also, I have a postgraduate degree, which I'm just processing my certificates. They didn't pay a lot. I'm on that, trying to get them. So, what options do I have?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Actually, there are some subjects that Nigeria will find a way of calling it, like commerce, and especially commerce. But I know in Cambridge, there is business study, there is economics, there is entrepreneur. Okay, So if you're in that line, if you have been teaching marketing before, business study before, you can come to international school and start teaching business study, economics, and the entrepreneur. Okay. Most school in Nigeria does not actually offer entrepreneur, but this business study and economics, they are the two key subjects in your area, according to what you have said now, with the course you study. Now, back it up with your PGDE. Okay. Back it up with your PGDE and your TRCN. You can actually use this even with your HND. I know it's HND you have. Okay. My immediate oga who left here was also an HND holder. Okay. With your PGD, you can use it to teach in an international school and get your good amount, your good salary. Okay. That is on business study and economics. I'm not sure any international school is doing marketing in Nigeria or any other aspect that related like that. That is those subjects that are done in Nigerian curriculum. But in Cambridge curriculum, we have business studies and economics. All right, that has been said. That is for Nigeria, within Nigeria. But however, if you want to step up to go abroad, to go and use your certificate, yes, you must use your PGDE, a degree, your PGDE now, which is the postgraduate degree, with your experience, and do your KTS. Actually, business study is not a highly demanding subject. Okay, that is the truth. It's not a high demanding subject, but that doesn't mean you cannot get a job in UK or in other country, like any other country. Okay, because if you go online, you search for yourself. Those websites I've just shared. If you go online and search for yourself, you will see business study vacancies there. You will see business study vacancies there, and eventually, if you get yourself a teaching job, okay, the rest you will navigate it by yourself. I say, okay, I think I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this by yourself. You will navigate it because it's very easy like that to do. Especially if you are in international school, you have colleagues in the same department who are one way or the other navigating through particular parts, and that is an eye opener already. Is because the reason why people don't know is because they are not in the international school. If you're international school, you will see colleagues who is already working on either how to use this and this one. So it's always very, very possible. It's always very, very possible. You can do it. I think I've answered your question.
Thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome, sir.
So for like Mr. Joshua now, you can just go for you can have his PGD to the HND.
Yes.
Okay,
And teach
good.
in international school.
Okay.
And teach in international school. Then with that experience, but if he's teaching in international school, you still need to do his CIE, either by the
CIA.
employer. Yes. CIE certification is available for business study for economics too. But
Okay.
I'm not just sure for marketing, but I'm very, very sure for economics and business study, which is in like me now. You know, I am teaching design and technology in the international school. Okay. And I am certified both on design and technology and mathematics. That is something I choose to do on my own because I know that with two, I have options. Okay. I can always say, okay, I want to cheat math, I want to cheat design and technology, which is very easy for me. Okay. Thank you so much. I'm scared of closing this double thing so that I don't close everything. I just want to manage like this to the end. Okay.
So we
Any
have
other questions?
some questions on the page. Somebody said, please, what about someone that is a lecturer here in Nigeria? I have TLCN and postgraduate diploma in education, and I study science course. What are the things I need to do? And I think this person should just go through the whole video again. It has been said in this video. And so
Yes.
you can go through this our recording again. This is what we all did for the last 1 hour. So there's
Okay.
another person that asked this question. My question is, can age be a barrier in gaining employment in international schools?
Age can never be. Age is not a barrier. Don't let me say can never be, because age, in that sense, the person might say, okay, I'm old enough. I don't want to teach again, or you consider yourself to be old enough, too old to teach. Okay. But as far as international school is concerned, if you have what it takes, in fact, the more you grow in international school, the more you have chances because you must have gathered experience. Like now, with my 8 years plus of experience in international school, I've held some certain positions, okay, which gave me edge. So when we are negotiating, when it comes to negotiation of price, I use those as edge. Like, I've been this, I've been this. You can't tell me to come and collect nonsense. So you can't tell to come
Wow.
and collect nonsense. So as you age, you get opportunity because you must have had one or two little position. Now, I want to tell you something. Like for instance, now my VP in this school now, I have two VP in this school. I have a principal, okay, who are my principal is now in Nigeria. The last principal we had was a white man, Mr. Gowen, who left, and the new principal that came actually was a teacher like us, okay. He had served as a teacher in my former school, Olasho International School, before he came to Day Waterman College, okay. He has served there as a teacher, and then he came here as a principal later after years of experience. He's of age. My Oga should be around 60. But because before you get to 60, you've gathered a lot of experiences in international school. And guess how much his salary? His salary cannot be less than 3 million per annum. Sorry, per month. With official
Serious?
Jeep. Forget. With official
3
Jeep,
million monthly.
with duplex,
Can you
with
just repeat your
with
statement,
free,
Sorry,
yes, you can go for
breaking up.
summer and come back, okay, abroad, okay, that's what you're talking about as the principal. His salary is
Sorry,
not
sir.
less than.
Sorry, sir. Did you just say 3 million?
I'm not lying. It's three. I just said that, yes. My VP cannot collect less than 1 million naira in a month.
Wow.
Yes.
So
So
can
as
you
you age,
like
your experience
wow.
is counting too. As you age, your experience is counting. So that's it.
Monthly with sorry, sir. And over there, that your accommodation is free, Abi? Free accommodation. I think feeding too. I think that's what giving you free food is that, sir? Hello, sir.
He seems to have been frozen.
Mr. Joshua, you were saying something to that time.
No, I wanted him to repeat that statement. Like you were confused that it was 3 million. He actually mentioned per month.
Wow, monthly.
So
That really shocked me too. Shocked me too. I was
uh,
not asking for his own too. I'm sure he's collecting close to 1M too monthly because he's been there for like almost 10 years too. Wow. So
wow.
it's been there for like almost 10 years too. But the icing on the cake are actually those things he is doing online. Like, wow, those ones really make so much sense to me as a person. As a teacher, teaching online and getting that amount of money is really eye opener. Like it's a big eye opener.
Of course.
It's a big eye opener. So
All it
so
is just to get some certifications in place.
yes, that certification. So that means earning dollars is not just for the tech guys alone, no.
No, it's not. At least from all of this you're hearing, it's not for the tech guys alone.
Okay. Sorry, we can drop our question so that once it comes online, I will just ask him all of those things. Yes, okay. Let me copy us the link for the CIE certification. So if you want to do your IGC or CIE course after this, please just go straight and do this. It's already on the page. I'll share it with us. How you can register for Cambridge IGCSE teacher certification course. It's on the page already. So you can always explore it too. So this thing will guide you to register. If you want to do Yoruba, biology, any course, just go through this. And I think it's about 130 or 160 pounds. And it's worth doing it. It's worth doing it. It's worth doing it because you cannot be, as it were, jobless without with such a certification in your hand. You can teach online, yes, and you can also have access to several international schools in your area. So I have dropped the YouTube site for us. Just go through it. It will guide you from beginning to the end. So just choose your course of study, your area of specialization, and that's all. So our facilitator is offline again. I think we should call him because he may not even know he's offline. Let me call him. We don't know he's offline.
Hello?
Hello, sir. You are offline, sir.
I'm offline, bro.
Yes. He doesn't even know he's offline because he's using Wi-Fi. So we have some questions too. So I have dropped us this guide for you to go through it. The CIE is a certification, but the IGCE is the curriculum. For someone is asking for the difference between IGCE and SC. CIE is the name of the certification. IGCE is like the curriculum itself. Also for the curriculum end itself. So once it comes back now, we'll just round up with any other question he asks for us. So wow, amazing. So let me see if there are other questions I can also. Okay, yes, let me also copy to us for us that QTS. We need that QTS too. That QTS, let me drop it for us now. We need the QTS too. Link for the QTS first. Yes, okay. I'm about dropping it for us. So as that last year, people that came in through the QTS scheme, they were given £10,000 as settlement fee by the United Kingdom. So that means if you go through this scheme, if you are QTS qualified as a teacher, you can teach in the United Kingdom and travel there with your family. This is all you need. I have posted it for us on the page. That's all you need. Just follow it step by step. You can see it has how many steps? I think it has about 12 or 14 steps. Yes, 12 or 14 steps. If you can follow it through carefully, for you to be a QTS certified, and with that you can work abroad anywhere you are. So, and there's a 10,000 settlement fee for people that come in as a teacher to UK now. Like it's hot cake. You can go and check it online. So this came in last year, but many people did not key into the opportunity. This is another opportunity again for us to key into it. Okay, sir. You are welcome, sir.
Sorry. Can you see me? Sorry.
Yes, you are back now, but you can share your screen. But you are back.
Yeah.
Just share your screen.
Okay.
Okay, sorry, we're on your salary stuff now. We're just salivating about it. That Sashola, you're a big person. Hey.
Boy.
Sir, now, I think in your school over there, they are feeding you, is that?
Yes, we have lunch every day.
Okay, lunch every day. Good.
Yes, there is lunch for us. But if
Are you paying for the bills?
what? No. No, see, there are some benefit that comes with the job. My own school is a full boarding school, and there are some other international schools that are partially boarding and non-boarding, and there are some that are not boarding at all. We have places like Green Spring, CIS, BIS, British International School, Children International School, James Hope, many of them, Olashore, Deotaman, we have many. So all of these calibers of schools, when they give you appointment, there are some benefits. They will give you food. But if you are in the boarding house, your 3 square meal is certain. But if you are not in the boarding house, that means you go back to your apartment after teaching. They can't feed you at night. They can't feed you in the morning. But in the afternoon, you will be eating. That is it. And then there will be, like now, it's 24 hours light, 24 hours internet. There will be house as well. So all of these benefits. And then there will be HMO. There's this Earth thing, Earth HMO thing for Earth. So those are the benefits that you get, and your leave allowance as well, and your 13-month salary as well. All of those are part of the benefits you get. Okay, part of the benefit that you get as your payment. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Somebody asks for the difference between IGCSE and CIE. Yes, that's CIE that you said.
Okay.
CIA and IGCSE. That is there any difference between IGCSE and CIA?
All right. There is, but all of them are pointing towards the same thing. Is actually GCSE.
Okay, GCSE. Okay.
Yes, it's GCSE, which is the graduate certificate examination. Okay. Over there, it's just like our own WAEC standard. Okay, that they have over there. That is the exam they are doing, just like our own WAEC. But when they are bringing it outside the UK, it started in UK. When they are taking it out of UK, that's why they put I, and the idea means international. It means they've already taken it out of the shore of UK. To any other country, it becomes IGCSE. But because we were not trained the way they teach their curriculum, that's why they needed to teach us. They needed to train us how to teach that curriculum. Because the truth of the matter is that our education in Africa, or let me say in Nigeria in particular, is deficient. They didn't bring some certain aspect of the curriculum that will make our students, our children, to develop the leadership potentials and the creative potential. Okay, that is why, but over there, when they are teaching in class, they are already building these skills, creativity and innovativeness in their children, and they are also building leadership skills in their children. So this is the way the curriculum is different from normal curriculum that we run here in Africa. And that is the reason why they needed to train us. When they want to train us, that's why they now call it CIE certification. Some people say CIA, Cambridge Assessment International Examination Assessment, is a kind of training they give so that you'll be able to teach that curriculum, which they have tagged IGCSE, or initially GCSE. So the certification you get is to become a certified tutor, either on your subject, which is 5. There is another one, which is 5 months. Okay, CIE educator, which is 5 months. People don't always want to go for that one, except some schools runs it. But it's literally not the same. It's literally the same thing. Because if I specialize in the subject now, I become special in that subject. There are courses I do. Introductory courses to that subject, I will do it. And by the time I do that introductory to that subject, I can do some other courses, extension courses on it. That makes me become a specialist in my area. Isn't it now? But there is this course that CIE is still doing. We call it CIE because it is Cambridge International Examination. Okay, so it's the same thing. But the curriculum they are teaching is IGCSE. But their body is Cambridge. So when they get you certified, you become a certified tutor on that one, either as a specialist in your own area, your subject area. Okay, and it's good. It's good. You can boast that, oh, I know this subject, I know how to deliver the curriculum in the way they want it to be delivered, in a way that it will benefit every student in your class. Thank you so much, sir.
Do we have any other questions that's not been attended to? Please, you can unmute and ask as we round up. If you have any other question that's still troubling you, please do talk so that we can release our facilitator to go and take a nice rest before the school tomorrow. So, anybody with questions as we try to round up?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, ma'am.
I want to appreciate the facilitator.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
This is something we would have paid heavy.
Don't need to pay for this.
You are
We
not.
can't hear.
Hello, ma. We cannot hear you, ma again. Ma, we cannot hear you again. No. Okay.
Hello. Okay, so I typed in the question that somebody zoology and the person has been taking basic science. So what course can the person go for in the IGCSE? Because we've actually checked through the lower secondary. We didn't see basic science.
Yes. You cannot see basic science. Thank you so much. You can't see basic science. You can't see integrated science. You can't see basic technology. Those are Nigerian curriculum and those are Nigerian subjects. So in IGCSE, they call it science. Did you see science there?
Yes, sir.
Yes. If you see science there, you see there are a lot of people that can take that course. I can take science as a course because I was a science student and I did something related to science. So it's not there's no course in the university that is called science. Do you know?
Yes, sir.
Good. So if you do chemistry science, biology science, zoo science, anything science, and you can prove that you can teach all of these subjects, you belong to that. Here too, we do science. We call it science. It combines many subjects together. Basic science, basic technology that you call it in Nigerian curriculum, and some other aspects of science like that. Foundation at foundation level before you get to do some other higher one in IGC, KS4. So basically we have the lower secondary is the KS3. So you have the KS4, which is the year 10 and year 11. And in some school in Nigeria, they get up to year 12, which is A level. By the time you get to year 13, that's another A level. A level has 2 classes. KS3 also has 2 classes as well, which is year 10 and year 11. A level is year 12 and year 13, all right, in their home there, before they can go to their university. But for the lower secondary, you have to talk, they call it science. That's the foundation that we plan, that will build it for them so that they can do physics, chemistry, biology. So all of these things, if you have the knowledge of any of the science, okay, and you have other skills too, you can actually teach the subject. So you can register as that and get
Thank
trained.
you so much, sir.
Yes, and get trained on that. And get trained on that. Yes, thank you so much.
Another question I dropped is when I went through the link you sent to Brotawo, because Brotawo has actually sent me this link that he sent this night when he was making inquiry. The IGCSE, that is 5 weeks, the certification.
Yes.
So with that 5 weeks, I become a certified IGCSE teacher in economics because I actually studied economics.
Fantastic. If you studied economics, and that's the number one thing. Is it economics education you study?
No, BSc economics, but I have PGD and I have TRCN.
Oh, you don't finish them. So go and do your CIE certification in economics. That's within 5 weeks,
Sir,
they
the
will train you how to.
clarification I need now.
Okay.
The clarification I need now is that link I saw, it was IGCSE. That was what brought about my question. That is it that when I'm done doing the IGCSE, my certificate will now carry CIE?
Your certificate will carry a trained subject facilitator in that subject. But it is CIE, it is Cambridge, it is without Cambridge International Examination, okay? Which means you can handle that subject at IGCSE level. So anywhere when you finish it, you do the course, you get your certificate, you can tender it anywhere in any school that you have done IGCSE certification in your
Okay.
subject. Is allowed. You'll be given preference, definitely. And plus the fact that you studied economics with your PGD, So please go and do it. Go and do it.
Thank
And
you,
then,
sir.
yes, go and do it, ma. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. I'm grateful, sir.
You're welcome, ma.
Any other question as a round up? Any other question? Okay, good. So let me check the page if there's no other question trained. Okay, good. So 5 weeks training. IGCSE 5 weeks training. So please let's go and do. So, sir, what's your last word for people on this page now? What's your last word for us looking at the economic situation of Nigerians as teachers or aspiring to be teachers, or for people who are thinking of crossing from their field or their line of study into international educations, either online, on site, or even traveling over there? What's your last word of advice for us now, sir?
Okay, thank you so much, sir. What I will say is that people should not think now again that teacher or teaching as a profession is that kind of work it used to be. It has gone beyond that, far, far gone beyond that. And there is opportunity for everyone, even more than what I've not explained. By the time each of us delve into it, you will realize that the opportunities are limitless. So don't let us think that it is teaching. Okay? It is just because of the economy of Nigeria and the way Nigeria is treating teachers. And yet we still have good teachers in Nigeria who are earning good amount of salary, even than bankers, even than doctors. A professor in Nigeria will barely earn, like, let's say 800 or something. You have teachers that are earning it. I have senior colleagues that are earning absolutely 800 and above every month. So if you have the passion for teaching, don't say, oh, because of money, I don't want to go into it. Or if you are trained to be a teacher, don't say because of that, I don't want to do it. Or if you are in another field, you want to cross into teaching, please do so. But I will advise that either you are from another field or you're a teacher, please upgrade yourself with all of these certifications. They matter a lot, and gather experience. Okay, that is when you can now enjoy the benefits of it, because there is actually benefit in it indeed. There is benefit in teaching, more than what I can tell you. I told somebody, I said, teaching is a very good job because it's the only job that can give you like 3 months holiday in a year. You still collect your salary, your full month salary. I have always like 3 months, leave. The summer holiday is like 8 weeks. The other 2 holidays is like 2 or 3 weeks. So I will have more than 3 months. Just count it now. It's more than 12 weeks in a year. So you have time to rest. You have time to, and then it's a profession that keeps you, learning every day. But people want to run away from it because there is no money there. But I can tell you now, there is money in it. Either you are starting as a school teacher now, or you are starting online. Don't underrate yourself about what she can be. Okay, I earn as much as a doctor. That's just the truth of the matter. I earn as much as a doctor, and I also have my online teaching I'm doing at the comfort of my house. At the comfort of my house, I'll just put 6 screen on my like this, and I'll be talking. If I talk in an hour, I'll collect the minimum I'll collect is 18.5. That's if I talk for an hour. The minimum I will collect is 18,500 just for 1 hour. Like you are doing like this. I used to tell people, you can't pay me, no, don't come to me. Thank God I've shown some work online I've done. But even the ones that are not online, that I've done, like connections. They will just give people my number, recommend me. Okay, I'll meet a child for 8 hours in a month. I'll collect 150K. Is that not okay? Online. I'm not taking transport from it. I'm not doing anything. And this 150K alone, some people may not even earn it in a month. But I will just have a lesson with the child. I will schedule it 8 hours in a month. And I'll collect 150. And I can do like 3 child like that. Apart from my salary. Can you imagine? So if you are saying that teaching is not good, teaching is good. Nigeria is just driving everybody to the point that we have to be, professional. And it's good. When you are professional, when you know what you know, they will like you in your place of work. They will respect you. You yourself, you can boast that you can go anytime. I remember when I was having interview, because when I came, my oga left, right? There were two. They were teaching my subject in this school before I came. So my oga left. My the next person to my oga then, he's leaving now. He's leaving now. He's going to where my oga has gone. Okay, he's leaving now as well. So we don't have to do another interview. The first thing they asked me is that, Mr. Shola, hope you are not japa for now. Hope you are not japa for now. Because they know that this guy can go at any time. Nobody can say because they know that you are certified, you are knowledgeable, you know what you know, okay, and you are getting your 100%. You know, being a specialist means that when you present a candidate for exam, you get your 100% because you already know how to handle the subject. For example, in the last examination, IGCSE Cambridge examination, I presented 17 candidates, and all of them 100% pass. And this is a course that you have to do projects. Okay, there's a project there is theory there. And so also like that, even in economics, in all of my colleagues, the way they structure their exam here, they have to write 3 papers in my own exam. Some economics also 3 papers, English, all of those things. So everybody is a specialist. You know how to handle the subject. Even if they give you 100 students, they will still pass. It means you are a specialist, and they will respect you for it. They can't just say, they won't. They will even be begging you that you should not go. It is when you say, I'm going, okay, that's okay. You don't have anything because maybe they can't pay your money, or maybe you get another job in abroad. Would they say you should stop? No amount of money they want to give you, you won't wait. So my advice is that teaching is not as we thought it used to be. No, it's not like that. But if you want to really enjoy it, please do your certifications and start gaining your experience. Even if anywhere you want to start from, even if it is these mushroom schools, start from there and be doing your certification. The day it will launch you into the international world, both in Nigeria and outside Nigeria, you will forever be grateful. You will forever be grateful. You will forever be grateful. I keep repeating it. You will forever be grateful because we're talking about money. And in Nigeria today now, if in a school like they fill my gas for me. That's another thing. They will fill my gas for me. Okay? And there is light too. I don't buy fuel. I don't buy gas. They just tell me that everything is there. My GoTV subscription, they do it for me. So these are benefits that will come. So what else do I want? I need more money. That's just it. I need more money. Internet is free. As I'm talking to you, it's free internet every time. 24 hours light, water, everything. So the advice I will give is that please, it is not as used to be, but do your certifications. They are important. That is why I needed to hammer on these things. Your certification is key. It's important. Please do them and try to know what you know. If you want to teach biology, make sure you know biology. If you want to teach mathematics, make sure you know mathematics. If you want to teach chemistry, make sure you know chemistry. If you want to teach business study, make sure you know the business study you are teaching. With that, nobody will be able to stop you. Nobody. Even if they stop you, they can't stop you online. That is the truth.